Down here in Old Kathmandu, it's incredible. There's not a tourist in sight. It's the life going on, and it's a lot more chaotic actually. A lot more chaotic.
After having spent a week in Poland with my friends, my next destination was Nepal. I had a flight connection through Istanbul's new airport, where a 7-hour flight would take me straight to Kathmandu. The plane was virtually empty, so I had a row of 4 seats all to myself. I had planned a month-long trip where I would start by volunteering for a guy called Shiva, who is running his own trekking company called Himkala Adventure. Once I had touched down in Kathmandu, I met up with Shiva and he immediately took a very jet-lagged Seb on a tour of the city. Shiva offers the only free walking tour in Kathmandu. He is a very kind and knowledgeable man and offers a great tour. So if you ever go to Kathmandu, make sure to go check him out. His details are in the video description.
We ring the bell is to drive away the evil spirits. And here is a Buddha, means Buddha and Ganesha in the same place. There is a Hindu goddess, Durga.
This is a little Tibetan monastery. It's beautiful. The ceiling's been repainted, and there's the gods at the back, their statues. It's beautiful in here. This place is mad busy. It's crazy.
In the evening I met Shiva's family, settled in, and the following day relaxed and planned how I could help him out and what trek we could do together. So for this vlog I will skip a day to show you my first impressions of Kathmandu, but I'll be making a separate vlog with my experience of living with a Nepalese family.
Good morning guys, welcome back to Kathmandu. This morning I am in Thamel. I've just arrived, I got here by motorbike again, and today it is, well, it was sunny a second ago. The only issue about it being dry today is that there is a lot of dust, and on that motorbike I was taking it all in the eyes, the face. But anyway, let's get exploring. Today we are going south of Thamel to the Old Kathmandu. Whoa, nearly got that guy. And yeah, so let's go. There's one thing, for some reason I've only just noticed about Thamel, is that there's no pavements. For some reason it took me this long to figure it out. That's why everything's so hectic, because everyone shares the same road. I was wondering why everyone was reversing. It's because the road is closed there. There's some construction going on. These poor ladies here are working incredibly hard. It's crazy. They're just carrying all the stones from like their head on their back. Absolutely crazy. So this behind me is the first stop. It's called, I think, the Durbar Stupa. And right there's also a Tibetan monastery, so this is super nice. So if you've ever seen photos in Nepal and videos, there's always loads of pigeons around the temples, and I've figured out why. It's because if you feed them, it's said that it gives you good karma. So loads of people come to the temples and they feed them. Hello.
Namaste.
Namaste, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
From which country?
France.
You know, this is the
school?
government school.
Yes.
It's established in 2007.
Okay.
Have the look.
Yeah.
It's the
So the tour I'll be walking this morning is actually the one that's in the Lonely Planet guide. So if you guys want to do the same one, you can find it in there. But I'm not going to be showing you each spot because there are just so many, especially in like the whole of Kathmandu. So I'm just going to be doing like highlights and saying random things about interesting or not. We'll find out. Sun's out again. Hooray! So this is another one of the temples along the tour, and it's crazy because it's just put in the middle of the street. So if I do a 360, you can just see crazy Kathmandu life going on. But there's this temple just straight in the middle. It's fascinating. Down here in Old Kathmandu, it's incredible. There's not a tourist in sight. It's the life going on, and there's quite a few old buildings that weren't destroyed in the earthquake, so it's just beautiful to walk down. And it's a lot more chaotic actually, a lot more chaotic. You can see this old building here that survived the earthquake, but you can see there's cracks in the walls, so it's only just about holding up. There's these bikes everywhere where they just fill up with apples, sometimes even vegetables, and they drive them around with these big baskets, and on the either side as well, there's one there with the green. It's insane. So this is one of the busiest intersections in Kathmandu, and it is crazy. There's also a market going on. I'm getting all sorts of smells, spices, fish, pollution. It's crazy. I reckon we might get run over in a second. Hi, I'm with, what's your name?
Vishal. And you?
Vishal. I'm Sebastian. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Have a good day. You too. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. And what's that for?
Sorry?
So the candle was for good luck, and this is
This for protection and the happiness.
little traffic jam. So we parted ways, and now I'm heading to the main square, which is Durbar Square. Yeah, he was a lovely guy. He showed me around, which was really nice of him. But obviously at the end, as I was expecting, he did take me into a shop. It's not the first time it's happened. Pretty much everyone who approaches you is very friendly, asks you everything. They can even show you around. I made it clear from the beginning I didn't have any money and I wasn't intending to give any. But you know, I did get taken into a shop at the end. You know, it's hard to actually go around. It's hard to explore by yourself. You always end up going somewhere you don't want to. So you never end up where you think you'll end up, and it's always going to take you longer than you think. So you know, if you want to explore Kathmandu, make sure you've got plenty of time. So I am now in Durbar. Hello. So I am in Durbar Square, and around here there's loads of old temples, and a lot of them are being reconstructed, like this one, because sadly they were destroyed in the earthquake. But yeah, you can't go meter here without getting asked for a guide. It's crazy. I'm starting to feel the pressure sort of everyone just asking you for things, and it's starting to get a bit heavy.
That being said, the people that approach you are extremely friendly and polite, and it's also nice to have a conversation with them where you get the chance to ask them some questions about Nepal. You also quickly learn how to navigate the streets and turn down offers politely, but that was a bit too much for a hot and jet-lagged Seb.
There seems to be a little pop-up market here of loads of beads, bronze, necklaces, a bit of everything. And here's a really nice, another old house, and they've got, on the other side, to do a 180 for you, they're reconstructing a huge temple there. I'm not sure what it is. It's crazy. So this is the north part of Durbar Square. It is beautiful. There's all these old temples and buildings that weren't destroyed in the earthquake. And there's loads of locals here, just local life going on. A lot of them sitting in the shade because it is midday and it's very hot right now. Everywhere around here is just in construction. It's very sad to see everything that's, you know, a lot of it's slowly being rebuilt, but it's quite sad to see everything that's being affected. It's you know, it's also costing them a lot of money, and it's their culture as well. Yeah. So I've just come out of Durbar Square, which is up there, and now I'm on a street called Freak Street. It gets its name because in the late, I think it was like 1960s, it used to be sort of like the hippie central for all the backpackers, and now it's kind of moved to the Thamel area, but there's sort of like a reminiscing past of the hippie days. All these streets, I thought, you know, the small streets would be just in the centre, an old Kathmandu, but it stretches out, and these streets are just not made for traffic. My ears, my head, my throat, it's just mayhem, this city. absolute chaos. So I've gone down Freak Street and I've looped back round, but I should be pointing towards Durbar Square now again. And this area is very much local Kathmandu lifestyle. You can see it. It's sad to see, actually. It's quite hard to see. It's very poor. You can see people have a hard way of life, and but it's also fascinating to see really what, you know, proper local life is in the city centre. So I'm back in southern Thamel, and now I'm going to get some food because I'm starving. So I'm going to the Momo hut, which will explain what it is in a second. So momos are essentially dumplings, pretty much, and the most common ones are buffalo ones. So they have a lot of buffalo meat and they put them in dumplings. Whoa. So I finally got myself a mask, which I recommend you guys do if you come here for longer than a few days. I'll mainly be wearing it when I do my motorbike rides. It's just so much pollution, but in the streets it's handy as well if you come here quite often. So yeah, I'm happy to have one.
So my first impressions of Kathmandu ends here. Be sure to go check out my next vlog where I document my experience living with a local family and show off a few more sights of Kathmandu. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hello, brother.